Gayatri Trilogy, where we will be unraveling the mysteries of the Gayatri Mantra in 3 sessions. But before we get into the mysteries, do you all want to listen to an amazing story? Show me a thumbs up if you want to listen to this amazing story. Oh, I see so many thumbs up. Let's not waste any time and move forward to the story. So it's a story that happened years ago. This is a story of a great king. His name was King Kaushika. All of his ministers and his subjects used to say, Kaushik Maharaj ki jai, Kaushik Maharaj ki jai. And he used to be so happy when they said that. He used to be so proud. But at the same time, he tried to keep all his subjects happy. He liked to do so many things, sitting in the court, eating delicious food, and hunting. It was one sunny day where King Kaushika went for hunting. Not because he liked to kill animals or something like that, but because the population of animals had increased so much in the forest, and the people came running and complained to him that it's become so dangerous to live in this village. In your kingdom, it's become very difficult. Oh, king, please do something. And that's when he thought about the issue and said, let's go hunting. And he went to a forest. He did a lot of hunting. It took him 6 hours, and he just kept running and riding on his horse, and on and on and on he went. He was so tired. And with him, you know who came? His soldiers. But it's not that which is surprising. But what is surprising is the number of soldiers who accompanied him. Can you guess how many soldiers? Not 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000. 1 aksha only of soldiers accompanied him. How much is that 1 aksha? It's a lot of soldiers. It's more than 21,000 soldiers. So it's those many soldiers that he took for hunting. So not only was he tired, but all these soldiers were tired. They said, oh, king, don't know about the animals, but we are all dying here because of how tired we've become. You've been making us to run and run and run. We're so tired, and it's so sunny as well. If you let us stand for another second in this forest, I'm going to faint. We're all going to faint here, and you'll have to return to the kingdom alone. So the king said, okay, let us go back to the kingdom. But before that, let us go meet Sage Vashishta. So Sage Vashishta's ashram or hermitage was in the same forest. So he said, let us go and meet the Sage Vashishta once. He's such a great sage. He's so enlightened and wise. Let us take his blessings and then we can leave. So he went to Sage Vashishta. As soon as he entered the hermitage, Sage Vashishta came and he welcomed him. Oh, dear king, please come in. We welcome you to our hermitage. And King Kaushika immediately bowed down, touched the feet of Sage Vashishta and said, please do bless me. And so did the sage too. This now, as I already told you, the soldiers and the king were so hungry and tired. So they were waiting to go back home. So they said, we'll take leave now, O great sage. But then Sage Vashishta understood the situation. He knew that the kingdom is still far away and it will take hours for them to go back walking or on riding the horse to their kingdom. So he said, oh great king, please sit here and let me serve you some good food. Please do accept our hospitality and then you can leave. But then the king did not want to say no. But then he thought, it is such a little hermitage. There are so little people, and me, one Akshahuni soldiers. How will they feed us? How will they cook? Even if they cook for 3 years, they will not be able to serve us. So he said, it's so such a heavy heart. He said, no, Sage Vashishta, we will go back to our kingdom. We are not so hungry. But then Sage Vashishta could read his mind this time as well. He said, please don't worry, O king. We will manage. Don't worry at all. You please sit here, take rest. Let us see, maybe the sage will arrange for some fruits and water. Let me go freshen up. So all of them went, put some water onto their face, and they weren't done freshening up. And Sage Vashishta and his disciples were already starting to serve food. They were ready. And guess what? It was not fruits and water, but it was so many delicious variety of dishes. Whatever you name your favorite dish. And he said, here it is. Please take this. Please let me serve and you can eat. So he started feeding all the sages. Here, he started feeding all the soldiers. Here, take some more, take some more. And it seemed like such a unique thing happening. Like it could never happen. How can such a small hermitage be feeding me and my so many thousands of soldiers? He was wondering, but then he was so hungry that he did not want to ask anything. He quickly had it and he said, thank you, Sage. I will go back to my kingdom now. But he still had one question before going back. He thought, how can Sage Vashishta cook so much of food? How can he do that? He had so many questions, but he did not want to ask these questions to Vashishta. But Vashishta again read his mind. He said, come on, I'll take you to a tour in my hermitage. So he started showing the king different things. See, this is where my disciples stay. This is my wife. This is where we perform yajnas. Come, finally, once he was done showing everything, he said, come, I'll take you to meet my beloved daughter. Come on, I will take you. You will see my daughter. She is such a wonderful little girl. So, you know whom he showed as his daughter? He showed a cow. Cow as his daughter. The king is, this cow. How come? So he said, you do remember that Samudra Manthan that had happened years back? Yes, he says. So in that Samudra Manthan, you know, right, there was a divine cow that came out of it. Its name was Kamadhenu. You all know who a Kamadenu is. Does any one of you know who a Kamadenu is? Do you want to say who a Kamadenu is? Yes, Vidisha. Who is a Kamadenu?
It's the holy cow of Hindu religion.
Yes, it's the holy cow and the wish granting cow. What is a wish granting cow? So you stand in front of the cow, you fold your hands and you say, I want some delicious food. This food appears. I want some new clothes. The new clothes appears. You say, I want some 1,000 coins. The 1,000 coins appears. You ask for anything that appears. What? You know Lord Indra, right? Lord Indra gifted this Kamadenu cow's daughter took care of this cow Nandini so well with so much of love that in these few years he had so much love that he considered this cow as his daughter. And this cow, Nandini, was also a wish granting cow. So he explained all of this to Sage Vishwamitra. Sage Vishwamitra was also very he was so surprised that Sage Vashishta had this cow, and it was this cow that had created so much of meals. It had granted all of the delicious meals for the Vanakshahuni soldiers to eat. And the meals were very delicious and so very tasty. So Sage Vishwamitra was about to take leave when he said, "Dear Sage Vashishta, you have this beautiful cow Nandini, but it is in your ashram where there are very little people, you and your disciples, and you two don't have any desires in life. You have given up all the materialistic desires. But if you give this cow to me, in my kingdom, it will help so many people. I can use it for different things. Moreover, I am a king, so I can use to generate a lot of wealth, which I'll use not only for my well being, but also my kingdom's well being. Please give me this cow." So, Sage Vashishta says, "Dear king, this is not just a cow. She is my daughter, and I cannot separate my daughter from me. Can any king say cow for free? I will give you lots of gold. I will give you many thousands of cow. I will give you 100 elephants, which are dressed in gold. Value to my daughter. I love her so much that I can't stay here without her. I am so much attached to my little daughter that I cannot give you her away. Moreover, me giving away you, me giving me giving you this cow is not at all possible, because this cow is not some non-living thing like a book. You want to this Kaushika and asks this cow Nandini, "Do you want to come with me to my kingdom? We will feed you delicious thing and you can have it. You will stay very happy in our kingdom inside my palace. Do you want to come and stay with us?" But this cow starts crying. The cow runs and tries to start licking Sage Vashishta. "How can you do this to me? How are you going to send me to this king?" The cow starts crying. Tears start flowing from her eyes. She's saying, "Please, please don't give me to this King Kaushika. Please keep me with you." She starts crying and tears start flowing and flowing. But Sage Vashishta says, "See, my dear daughter, it is your wish. If you do not want to go, nobody can force you. You stay here with me. It is not easy for me as well to send you away. So you please stay here and you don't have to go anywhere else." But then Sage Vishwamitra now gets very angry. "Nobody is asking you and this cow. I am the king and you live inside my kingdom. So I am not asking you. I am just going to snatch this cow away. And what can you do? What do you have? Do you have someone to fight for this cow?" "I have one Akshahuni of soldiers." And he says, commands his soldiers, "Attack." And all the soldiers start firing thousands of arrows at once through its Sage Vasishta and the ashram. So many arrows that it looks like it's raining arrows from sky. There's thousands of arrows coming down, swoosh. And no soldiers on Sage Vashishta side the story. I request all of you to please hold your hands and we once again recite this shloka of Gayatri. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bargho Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. The Gayatri mantra, the mantra that we just chanted, it is describing the brilliance of the sun god. And it also denotes the goddess Gayatri. So let us say you just read a wonderful book. So as soon as you're done reading the book, what do? You thank its author, right? After you're done reading the book, you first thank the author. Thank you for writing such a wonderful book, such a nice story. I enjoyed the story so much. Then, whom do you thank? You thank that friend who suggested you to read that book, right? Because if your friend wouldn't have suggested you, then how would you have known that there is such a wonderful story and such a wonderful book, and how would you have ever experienced the joy while reading the book? Similarly, you should know that there are so many benefits that you get by chanting the Gayatri mantra. You've also observed today how peaceful and calm your mind became as soon as we finished the Gayatri Dhyana, right? So, before we actually understand the power of Gayatri Mantra, we get to know its benefits, we come to know about the secrets of the Gayatri Mantra. It is important to chant all the energies which helped us to be able to chant the Gayatri Mantra. And that is what we are going to do in today's session. And in the coming sessions, we will be unraveling such amazing mysteries of the Gayatri Mantra. So let us first know who are the people behind the Gayatri Mantra. All of this comes in some Sanskrit verses. Asya Shri Gayatri Mantrasya. Here we are talking about the Gayatri Mantra. Vishwamitra Rishihi. It is Vishwamitra Rishi who gave us this Gayatri Mantra. He was the one who realized the Gayatri Mantra and taught it to the mankind. And it's because of him that we know this mantra. Gayatri Chandaha. All the Gayatri, like the Gayatri shloka and all the many other Sanskrit shlokas and hymns, all of them are written in Chandas. What is a Chandas? It is different combinations of syllables. What is a syllable? Syllable is sound. For example, you take any word like Vidisha. So Vidisha has 3 syllables. Vi, Di, Sha. These syllables are nothing but sounds. So how are these sounds arranged? Is the Chandas. So the Gayatri Chandas is the name of this Chandas. So Gayatri is the name of this particular Chandas. Savita Devata. So the shloka is on a god or a deity. And who is that god? It is God Savitur. Savitur is nothing but the god of sun or the sun god. He is called Savitur. Japopanayana vinyogaha. Why do we use this Gayatri mantra? Where can we use or chant it? We can chant it to do japas like how we did today, or for vinyogaha, for initiations. So this is all about the Gayatri mantra, the people behind it and everything. But what is Chandas? Who is Savitur? And why exactly or how exactly did Gayatri mantra come into origin? All of this will be unraveled in the coming session. Now is the exciting part of the story. It's quiz time. So we'll find 3 questions in the quiz. And if you know the answer to the question, you need to raise your hand and wait for your name to be called out. The first question is on your screen. Who is the daughter of Kamadenu? Option A, Surabhi. Option B, Nandini. Option C, Lakshmi, or none of the above. Yes, Vyomeshwar.
It's option B, Nandini.
Excellent. You're right. The answer to this question is Nandini. The second question is on your screen now. Which lineage did King Kaushika belong to? Option A Kusha, option B Surya, option C Chandra, or option D both A and B? Yes, Snigdha.
I think it's both A and B.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to answer this question? The
Ma'am?
answer is partially correct though. Yes, Ramakrishna.
I think it is Surya.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, Vidisha.
It's option A, Kusha.
Very good. You get the hint from the name Kaushika. So Kaushika is somehow derived from the lineage that is Kusha. So excellent, Vidisha, and very good, everybody. All of you who tried, you used your mind to solve this question. That's very nice. So the right answer is Kusha. The last question. Whose ashram did King Kaushik stop to rest during the hunt? Option A, Sage Vishwamitra's hermitage. Option B, Sage Valmiki's hermitage. Option C, Sage Vyasa. Or option D, Vashishta. I see so many of you answering and raising your hand. Yes, Pramukh.
It is option D, Vashishta, Sage Vashishta.
Excellent. Very good, Pramukh. Very good, everybody. So it is Sage Vashishta. One big round of applause for everybody who listened to the story and to all of you who've answered this quiz. Very good.